trees were cut down on the plaintiff's property.
Was the neighbor hoping it wouldn't be noticed?
There's an absolute trail going from the woodpile to her house.
But this
All of a sudden, shots rang out. Somebody was shooting at us.
was hard to ignore.
Bullets were just ripping through the air. I yelled at my children to hide behind a vehicle that was out in the yard and to stay down and not move.
What were you doing?
This is Judge Judy.
Mr. and Mrs. Fletcher, it is your claim that the defendant, who is your neighbor, is responsible for the cutting down of a group of trees in order for her to have firewood, either she or guests or someone at her request. You've lived on your property, according to you, about 15 years. How long have you lived there?
About 25.
Have you ever had any difficulty before with each other?
No, Your Honor.
Do you have photographs to show me of these trees that you're alleging she cut down?
Yes, Your Honor.
I'd like to take a look at them.
All of these are photographs of the missing trees, as well as these are photographs of the property line, the pile of firewood that was remaining, and the trail from the pile of firewood towards her house as well.
I'd like to take a look at them. Were these dead trees?
No, they were live trees. I have a few of them that are enlarged if you would like to see them as well.
No, I don't have to see them enlarged yet. Who is this in the photograph?
That would be my son.
And when did you first notice these trees cut down?
Well, there was an incident on a Saturday. It would have been, I believe it was the 20th, and
20th of what?
of April. And so we were at home. It was a Saturday afternoon. My wife and son were outside, and I'll let her, if I may, let her describe what happened.
Okay.
We were outside doing some basic yard cleanup, you know, walking around the yard, picking up this and that and moving it. All of a sudden, shots rang out, as in somebody was shooting at us. It sounded like they were going through the yard. For a second, just, you know, stock still, what's going on? And they continued. So I ran up towards the house. I yelled at my children to hide behind a truck, a vehicle that was out in the yard, and to stay down and not move. And I ran in and told West what was happening and immediately called 911 because we were being shot at. As far as I was concerned, it sounded like the bullets were just ripping through the air right there in our yard.
Did the police arrive?
Yes, they did.
Did you go out with them?
Go out with the police? Yes, we did go out and speak with the police, explain to them what was going on.
What you heard?
Yes. They also started to hear the shots while we were there in the yard.
So the shots began to happen while you were
Yes.
there. What were you doing?
I had 3 friends and I were shooting tannerite off from the beaver dam off in my driveway.
So you had 3 friends over who were shooting a gun.
Yes.
How far are you from where the plaintiffs live?
3/4 of a mile to a mile.
Who were these people?
It was my boyfriend and a girlfriend.
Is the
And
boyfriend here?
no, he's not.
It was your boyfriend, you, who else?
And a girlfriend of mine and her boyfriend.
The police arrived that day?
Yes, it did, ma'am.
Did you have a conversation with them?
Yes.
Did you stop shooting?
Yes.
Clearly, trees were cut down on the plaintiff's property. Do you know who cut them down?
No, I don't.
Clearly, based upon what I look at, some of the wood from those trees ended up close to your house.
Yes.
Do you know how it got there?
No, I don't.
Do you use firewood in your house?
I do, but Jim brings me firewood, and I have 2 other neighbors that bring me firewood because I do not run a chainsaw, and I don't cut up firewood.
Do you know where the neighbors get the firewood from?
He gets from his property.
You may get it from his property, but other neighbors bring it to you from wherever. You
Their
don't
property.
know. Well, you don't
Yes.
know that. But clearly, his property ended up in your firewood pile.
Judge Judy,
What?
we heard a chainsaw over on her property most of the summer before we discovered the firewood. Whether she ran it or not, I do not know, but the chainsaw was running over there. We heard it all summer.
Okay.
We would never investigate such a thing.
Okay. Was there ever a time during the summer that you were away from the property?
Yes, ma'am.